Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I am an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if you are returning watching my my lives, welcome. I'm so glad that you keep coming back. That's what keeps me going. And if this is one of your first times, welcome. It's great that you've joined me. Hopefully you'll be inspired to do different things as we go along. So this is my regular Thursday night, and it's part of my Now What series. So that's where I'll go into my studio and I'll pick out something that maybe you don't know how to use, maybe you do know how to use, but maybe I might give you a different idea on how to use it. I like doing that. And if you've got any suggestions, by all means, make sure that you do message me or tag me in a post. And basically at that point, I will do something with it. Now, just beware, I do not do anything with any of the Stampin' Up retired goodies or other products that are carried by Stampin' Up, because honestly, there's so much with Stampin' Up. I don't have time to go out and get stuff. And with my retired stuff, I always sell most of my retired stuff, unless they're real goodies that I just can't get rid of. In any event, let's jump on down to my desktop here. And this is the Natural Gilded Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, this is found on the online exclusives. And let me just jump in here. And what I'm going to do, hello, Kay, I'm just going to show you what these are. These are, like I say, these are in, they're in the online exclusives, and they're not in any kind of a publication from Stampin' Up. Now, these are gorgeous. It is, like I say, a specialty paper, so it has foil on it. This one is like a white with silver foil. Really pairs very nicely with our silver foil and with a lot of different other things. And then this one is white with copper, which looks amazing with our copper foil. I was actually going to use this one tonight and then switched it up because I couldn't find my copper foil, or I didn't have enough copper foil. And then this one is like very vanilla with the gold foil. And this could be very close to the card that I had done with around the bin on there as well. But in any event, I'm hoping, and I'm just going to get that off there. Yes, it's beautiful, beautiful paper, let me tell you. So like I say, it is gilded specialty paper. And I had the number down there. I just have to turn this off because it is a little distracting on there for me anyways. So I'm just going to take that off. All right. So like I say, beautiful different things that you can do with this paper. This one, yeah, I can just see this with black as well. But I want to show you something as soon as I saw this paper, I thought, oh, I could do something. It was this gold one and this one that I thought you could do something amazing with it, with the silver. So I went and I've got some different colors here. I've got some Starry Sky. This is a great color that goes great with different things. One thing I do want to mention, and I want to mention it now because things are happening. Hello, Pam. 8 pads are going on low stock order. Paper is now going on low inventory. If you want any of the papers, because we are going through a color refresh, I strongly suggest that you get them and stock up on them now. Because honestly, I don't know. We don't know what's retiring. We won't know until the 29th of March. But we do know that the 5 in colors, like the Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia, and Polished Pink, are supposed to be retiring. Hopefully some of those colors come back to us, but you never know, right? All right, so I do have a piece of this cut, and I think this is cut too big, so I'm going to have to come in. It's too big. So I'm just going to come in and cut this down because I'm actually going to do a layer with Bermuda Bay. I love Bermuda Bay and the Starry Sky together. And that Bermuda Bay happens to be 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to cut this paper down to 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And then, like I said, that would be a really nice border. And also I have a piece of basic white for the inside that should be 3 3/4 by 5 inches as well. So yeah, that's going to be just our cardstock. Pretty simple measurements for a cardstock or a card. I tend to, on Thursday night, do fairly simple type cards because it's the product that I really want to show off. Right, so that's going to go on the middle or the inside. This is going to go here, and this is going to go on here. But let me do something that I thought would be just a great idea to do with this foil paper. You'd leave it just as it is and do some beautiful stuff with this, but there's other things that you can do with this foil. So I'm going to come in with my Starry Sky, and I'm also going to come in with my Bermuda Bay, just like that. And I have my blending brushes for that. And let's just bring that down. So I'm going to start off with my Starry Sky. I always put it into the middle onto the lid. And I'm going to come in and I'm just going to blend this like so. Like I say, you could use any color. I'm thinking you could do sunsets with this. You could do a lot of different things. But this was the color combination that I thought of when I saw this silver paper. Now, this reminds me an awful lot of a paper that we got one year in celebration. And pretty amazing what you can do. There's other things you can do with this paper as well. I should try that. Give a quick. So I just want to come in and get some really dark colors. Hello. I love it when I have people from all over the world, I tell you. It was really kind of cool. The other day I had somebody from Salzburg. And of course, in November, we'd gone to Salzburg for Stampin' Up. Well, not Salzburg, to Vienna. But boy, what a beautiful city. Austria's a beautiful country. Actually, I think every country's got its points, that's for sure. All right, so we have that like that. And then I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay. I started off with Coastal Cabana, and it wasn't quite right. It wasn't dark enough, so I'm just going to come in and use my Bermuda Bay on there. Oops. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is get a crease in this. So you really want to hold that paper down tight when we're blending, using the blending brushes. And let's see, that's almost done. Now this is kind of like a embossing resist, but this is not, it's not embossed. It's like a silver foil on there. Isn't that's so pretty? And I thought of other things you could do with this, but this is my first thought. Online exclusive. Look at that. Is that not pretty? I'm going to come back in and let's just put a bit of the blue down here still. Now, what we want to do is we kind of want to rub that off a bit. So I would take some tissue, and I just got some paper towel in here, actually. It probably would be better with tissue. Well, no, it doesn't. I thought it might scratch that foil, but it doesn't. Just want to get some of that ink off of the silver so that it shows up. And there we go. That's the start of it anyways. All right, then what we can do is I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put that onto the Bermuda Bay. And then, like I say, 5.5 by 8.5, 4 1/4, fold into the mountain. We'll come in with our bone folder. Hello from Australia. Must be your morning time down there. And it's tomorrow. Just unbelievable, the times. Now, I know I should probably go and get that kind of primed. Oh my goodness. I've just got a paper clip and I use the same one, so it does get some glue. So I'm just going to go put that down and get that started there. I had made swaps the other day, so I go through a lot of glue when I'm making all my swaps. And that's not working for me. Let's see. Let's try that again. I know it's not empty, so just get that primed. There we go. I think that's should work good now. There we go. Now it's going to come out like crazy. I do stir my glue upside down. Just going to get that stuck into the putty glue area that's at the bottom. Now, I think there's a right and a wrong way to this. So I am going to go in and just put that onto there. Hello, Rabina. Now, you kind of have to be careful because this foil is going to show that glue. I did not realize that until just now. So we're going to want to smooth that out. And that was kind of gobby the way I did that. Oh, what a good word. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that onto the Starry Sky. I think this is my new favorite color combination. Put that on there. And then what I want to do is I thought, well, what we could do is we could sit and take the colors that I've used, which is the Starry Sky and the Bermuda Bay. And I've used the Harvest dies. It kind of reminded me a little bit of these dies that are there. And I've cut out this one. I've cut out a Bermuda Bay one as well. Just like that. And then I cut out this one that kind of looks a bit like a thistle. And see how that, you can't see that in that light, but it really does look pretty. And then I did cut out one of these in black, and I don't know what that's going to look like. It really does give a nice contrast. So I think I'll even sit and put that on there and just put that all on there like that. So when I bring this up, do you want to see how it looks? It really does look pretty, even with that black in there. So we'll just go and put some of this glue on here. Now remember, when you use this glue, and because it's going on a foil type surface, what you want to do is you kind of want to let it set. And I didn't put any down here because I'm going to be trimming that part off. So I'm just going to come in here. Let that set for just a bit. I guess I could have maybe used another color, but this black does look pretty cool on here. So I'm going to use that. Now, maybe I could have used some other lighter colors, but I kind of like this effect. So I'm going to let that kind of just set so that we get something there. Now, I thought what might be really good is once I got that on there, I had cut from the Stylish Shapes. I cut this smaller, thicker banner. And I thought I'd put that across there. And then I took this banner with the Starry Sky, and I'm going to put it across there. So I'm trying to think of what I wanted to do, and I needed to do this in embossing powder. I can't do a card without embossing powder, it seems. But I'm just going to go in there, use my embossing buddy, I am using this amazing stamp set that says, I just wanted to say, because I can use this card for absolutely anything. I can use it. Congratulations. I just wanted to say hello. I could use it, like I say, for anything. So I'm going to come in there, and I know I've got the stamp set out. You know what? I've already gone ahead and, oh, here it is. So I'm just going to come in with this in the Versamark, and I'm not going to heat set this because I've already done it, but just wanted to say, whoops, and I'm going to use the silver embossing powder. And I put that so that I wouldn't spill it. So I'm just going to put that off to the side because I actually have this already done, and it's just going to go on there like so. So I'm going to come in with a couple of dimensionals. Now I can use the black dimensionals because this is dark. I really like to have got that. Let's just put that across there. Whoops. And I think these other images now, I think the glue has set enough. Let's see how that looks on there. That looks kind of cool with it just not completely bordered around it. There we go. All right, so let's go and start playing with this. So I'm going to put this on here like so. Remember, like I said, I don't have that attached there. I don't have any glue on it. So let's go and put this black over here. Just a really different contrast on there. And when you use this like this, when you let the glue set, it actually looks a lot, it works and sticks a lot better. Like I say, I'm going to go and cut those pieces off, and then this one's just going to go here. And now I can go in and trim those. Do I have any questions here? Oh, hello. Thank you. So I'm just actually going to go ahead and cut these off. Like I say, I have not glued that part down. I'm just cutting it off like that. And I could have popped some of those up, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep that fairly level there. Like I say, when I do this Now What series, the focus is not really on the card. It's more on the actual product that we're using. So I have that like that. So I thought what I'd do is I would come in, and this could be retiring. Who knows what's retiring? And all I'm going to do is just fold this in half and cut it. And let's go ahead and just attach this to the back. So I'm just coming in with my seal. Might have to trim this. So I'm going to cut this in half like this because I want it to. There we go. And you know what? We can do a bit of a haircut on here. Thank you. So like I say, it's called the Natural Gilded paper. And oh my goodness, it's so pretty. You get 6 sheets, 2 of each color. That wasn't good for the floor, was it? Okay, so now I'm just going to come back in and use some dimensionals on there as well. Now, I happen to have this dimensional with these strips on here, so I'm going to actually use those. This one here. And then we can put this other one on there as well. So I'd love to see your ideas of what you've done with this. If you purchased it, has anybody purchased it? It's just so pretty. It's and simple. This is quite a simple card. Just like that. Now, what I need to do is figure out what to put on the inside. I don't know what sentiment I want to put on the inside. So I'm going to actually leave that blank for now. I'm not sure what I need this for, but it's going to be, oh, you know what I will do though? Just because if I don't know what I'm going to do on there, I do like doing something like this. And just, and I think I could use some of the Bermuda Bay on there too, just to give that color. And then that's just kind of giving us a bit. And then at that point, your sentiment can go right across there. And I would do the sentiment in Starry Sky because it's such a nice dark color. Let's put that on there. Just like so. Did I say the glue shows through the silver? It kind of. I would be very picky about the way that you put the glue on there. I would maybe put it on with glue dots might be a better idea. I didn't know that this would happen like that. You can see kind of it's a little bubbly. Now maybe when it dries, it'll shrink down. That does happen too. Now I think as far as embellishments, I could use these because they're in the in color. So you tell me what you think. Should I use, these are the in colored dots. We've got the Starry Sky, or should I do iridescent rhinestones? I know where I'm gearing to. So let me know what you think on there. So I'll watch that. Did that answer your question, Rabina? Hello from Florida, Karen. Thank you. So I don't know. Should we use this color? Let me show you what this would look like on there. Geez, you could even use that. So it would look like that. Or I know see, some are going darker. Some are going, this is where I would go just because it picks up all the colors. Okay, well, I am getting a few ones. Okay, so I'm going to put the iridescent rhinestones because that was my first idea of doing that. See, you don't see them too much, but you see they catch the glitter and it's kind of that kind of a card, right? So just put that there. Awesome. So like I say, I'll bring that paper up again so that you can see it. Okay, so the rhinestones did. Hello, Elaine from Australia. Okay, so this is that Natural Gilded Specialty paper. It's in the silver and white, very vanilla and gold and copper and white. Again, you could do something very pretty with that as well. Now, if you didn't want to use your blending brushes, we don't have them anymore. You could use a brayer. You could use sponge daubers. I think these tend to work better at this point. So, like I say, there's the card. So, like I say, I hope you enjoyed that. Now, do you have any questions at all? I'm just going to come back up to this. Maybe I'll go to this one so you can see more, whatever. But yes, there's the card there. I think it's a striking card, but a simple card. It's not one that took too long to do. It was one that's very simple. I think the black helps bring this out. You might have even wanted to put like even a Calypso coral on there. I am so taken with Bermuda Bay and purples and the navies. So that's why I went to that type of a card. All right. So thank you for joining me for my Now What. Remember, if you do have anything that is current that you'd like to see demonstrated, by all means, reach out to me, tag me in a post, or personal message me. I'd really appreciate it. Is the paper sold with all three colors? Yes, Kate. You get 2 sheets of the white with the copper, 2 sheets of very vanilla with the gold, and 2 sheets with the silver and that as well. And it comes together. And in Canada, it's about 13 something for the package there. So Saturday, join me back at 10 o'clock Pacific time. That's when I'll be doing my card sketch. Don't forget about, if you do live in Canada, we have our BOGO event going on next Saturday. Anybody that's places an order from now until Thursday, the 16th, can be eligible to go in the early bird, selling at 6 or 5 o'clock on Friday, the night before. Nobody else can purchase from us until 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. We're also doing a bunch of demonstrations, showing different product. Not demonstrations, we're showing more ideas of what you can do. All right, you guys, have a great evening. Remember to create, because it's great for the soul. And we will see you at Saturday, 10 o'clock Pacific. Bye for now.